what? Oh my god.
Where the hell is that? We saw something that's a surprise delivery for you.
So I'm good.
Incredibly hard to surprise. I almost fell out. I felt like I was in church.
Do you know how hard it was to keep it from? I wanted to tell you every day, be like, oh my god.
So usually people fish.
Okay.
Maybe a polar ice plunge this time of year, but.
Like you can, but it's like.
Okay, thanks.
We're gonna get it.
Yes. Bridget, do you have your ticket? Perfect. Who is dressing Linda? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want to see it posted. Uh-oh.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome.
Good morning.
So excited to have everybody in here today. So excited for the trust that you all have placed in me to be a cruise ship director / NC / whatever this is. Before we get started, I do want to make sure everybody can hear my voice right now and everybody can see.
Yes.
Okay. We will not be here super long. The focus is on our vows that we're going to be sharing today. But I want to make sure everybody's comfortable for 10-15 minutes while we stand here and go through this. We are, of course, in a public space, so we know that there might be sounds. We know that there might be some interruptions, and we're just going to handle everything with grace and conversation. Part of the joy of this event is that we get to be open. We get to be open and celebrate this in public openly today. So we'll roll with whatever comes, and we're going to walk away with a really beautiful experience and story. All right, I'm Crystal Bryson. I've gotten to meet most of you today. Very honored, grateful, excited to be your officiant today. Well, don't make me cry. That's also against the rules. Today for our wedding of Sasa Nadine Rivera and Erin Elizabeth Harding-Smith. Do you all have anything that you'd like to say to people who've gathered here today so far?
Thank you. I am at a loss for words. This whole day has been extremely emotional and extremely beautiful. As many of you know, my sister was not supposed to be here, and she is by my side, which means that my entire family is here. Every single one of y'all in my family, my loved ones that they care one, and Aaron and I are so grateful that y'all could come with us.
No, thank you so much for traveling in the middle of January, at the beginning of January. Thank you so much for wanting to share in this moment with us. You all mean the world to us, and we greatly love and appreciate you. And thank you so much for being a part of our lives and the life that we have lived.
You got bail money, right?
They'd also like to take a moment to name some people who are not here physically with us, who have passed on, but their spirit abides today. We welcome the memories of Lorraine Baker, Evelyn Bernie Stickies, Helen Burton, Sylvester Ford, Miss June, Gismarty Gonzalez, and Angel Luis Rivera to join us today. So in the conversations that I've had with Erin and Sasa about in preparation for this day, there was one shared, enthusiastic, repeated saying that kept coming out of it. I can't wait to marry this person. These are one-on-one conversations, but it was like it was rehearsed. Strong this feeling, these sentiments were coming through. Delivery was a little bit different. Erin's on the couch and just looking into the distance and pondering about the trying. But my God, these people are so ready to get married. Of course, that being said, this immediate elopement was not part of the plan. Although Sasa and Erin love Chicago, they love this conservatory, they love us. The reason for the rush has less to do with those reasons or the January frigid winds that we all walked through to get here, and everything to do with the political regime that will be taking over in less than 3 weeks. There's uncertainty and fear about what this means for queer couples, for queer individuals, their ability to exist in public, and their right to be wed. But Sasa and Erin are meeting this uncertainty with a ferocious joy and with a determined optimism. Sometimes joy is shouting and dancing, and sometimes joy is practicality, decisiveness, a long road trip, and a little paperwork.
Hey.
So in addition to a little paperwork, I've also heard it said that marriage is the foundation on which a couple builds the rest of their lives. But we know Sasa and Erin. They have built that foundation. These two do not stop working. So when it comes to building the rest of their lives in the home that they are building in it, we know that they've built the foundation. They dug out that cellar. They already put the stores by for the hard times and for winter. They have a technologically advanced chicken coop in the backyard. So they have done some decisive work to get here today. But things that come next might be a giant kitchen so that they can feed the entire neighborhood. Maybe some guest rooms so that they can bring in their loved ones and their friends and their family and anybody in need, because we know that that's who they are. And it also means building a park, a place for warmth, for gathering, and for storytelling. As I see it, Sasa and Erin's love story already has some of the best chapters. We're talking tales of bravery, like Erin's first quinceañera, which it maybe started with a little uncertainty, but ended with some stomping with the tios. But okay, we're talking about stories of admiration and a little creativity on Erin's part, like how they used to snatch up volunteer shifts so that they could come and see Sasa when they knew they'd be working. They were blown away by Sasa's awesome presence as a community organizer, and Erin just had to get every look that they could. We've also got stories of peace and nature, sitting at the window of an Amtrak train in the dead of night somewhere out west. holding hands and watching a glacier glide through the window, knowing how special it is to have found this love and to exist in this universe together. I'm so looking forward to the stories that you all will continue to create as you continue building this life together and as we all continue building it with you. Before we do the vows, I'd like to offer a blessing. This is derived from the Book of Ruth. These words have been used in freedom and protest songs throughout the decades by elders whose fight and sacrifice laid the path for us to be here celebrating this love and this marriage today. Beloved, where you go, I will go. Where you lie, I will lie. Your people are my people. Your divine, my divine.
Mm-hmm.
The couple has written their own vows.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha, would you like to begin? Okay.
My beloved Aaron, I am in true awe that this day is here, and in just a few minutes I will call you my beloved spouse. I don't need to tell you that our love story has been a series of misconnections, and as if this universe knew to bring us together when we were meant for each other and when we were right for each other. We had to be the best version of ourselves with all of love, so that we were able to live this life hand in hand. One of our favorite stories is that you love to tell is that on our first date I refused to let you hit. But I remember from that night is being in such mesmerizing awe that a beautiful soul connected so intensely with me, and that I thought I had imagined you leaning in, and drove myself at home not realizing that I had once again made another misconnection. However, I never stopped. And I never let you stop pursuing me. Soon after, we were absolutely enamored with each other, and I never knew that's what was missing in my life. Someone who never gave up on me. Aaron, you are my best friend. You're the first person I want to talk to every morning, and the last person I want to see when I lay my head beside myself at night. My love and my life holds new meaning by you. By your laughter, by your smile. To be your partner in this life has taught me a true level of sharing this life and walking this life with someone who knows you more than anyone. You are these things for me, and you show up for me in ways I don't even know. Like when the ibuprofen shows up on my nightstand after I say my hip is hurting. Or when I come back from dealing with my niece and my lovely sister. Sorry, I didn't know you were going to do this. And I come home to a clean car. You know I struggle to believe. I know you struggle to believe that you have not done enough for me. And if I haven't told you lately, you are an amazing provider. You allowed me to loosen in a way I never knew, to take away the weight of the world on my shoulders and know that I am blessed to call the house that we have built my sanctuary for us and for our love. These past 4 years have been a whirlwind coming at us, and I don't need to list line by line the challenges, but they were not easy. But it gave me true testimony that our love will last when tested. Aaron, you have given me the ability of letting people in and trust me. You are my sunlight glow in the morning. You are my mason jar of water when I crave it after a long day. You remind me that life is worth living and that I am worthy of it. I cannot end these vows without acknowledging who isn't here and who would have loved to meet you. When my father passed away, one of my biggest regrets was that you weren't able to meet him. But I know he would have been honored to meet you. And thank you for taking care of us and he loved me because I love you. And I know that we had fun. I'm almost said I promise. Beloved, you are my person. You are the mirror I cannot hide from.
You are the shoulder I lean on when life gets too hard alone. You are my true peace that calms my heart. I am so in love with you, and am honored to walk by your side. I lie, I have cut more paper. But in true closing of a vow, these are what I vow to you in our marriage and in our life. I vow to always think of us and our marriage so it can be brighter than the day before. I vow to always love and like you. I vow to always get you cold brew when I get my latte. I vow to exercise patience in our disagreements. And keep in mind this is your first time sharing your life with fucking shit. I vow to honor your inner child and push you to treat yourself when you think you don't deserve it. And when we are old and gray, and I can only recall sad memories, I vow to see your face. And I will tell you who you are and how much you need to be.
I'll take some breaths. So those were some truly beautiful. Thank you for sharing this with your family here today. And
That's okay.
we feel ready to begin.
I'm just saying. You can't live in this world alone.
My dearest, my beloved Sasa,
You can't live without
I am so
forgiveness.
incredibly grateful that God saw fit to place you in my life. You have been such a blessing that I don't even know where to begin to thank you. Since the moment I met you, I knew you would be a part of my life. It took several brief interactions over several years, but in my heart, I always knew I would see you again. You came into my life at such a time of very much uncertainty and change, and as much as I tried not to show it, I was hurting. And then there you were, the person who met me with so much kindness and understanding and sensitivity, all of which I was greatly missing back then. From that moment, you continued to love me, and I'm so very grateful for that love. I'm also saying thank you on behalf of Minnie and Shelby, as I know they were surprised to the major adjustment, but they also love you very much.
The dogs. No.
As we both know, life is and has been unpredictable, with all of life's sudden shifts and changes. I vow to be by your side for all of those moments. I vow to support and encourage you and be a spouse that you can depend on. I vow to take care of you when you're sick and when the world becomes too much. I vow to be consistent and communicative. I vow to listen and be conscious of what I say as well as how I say it. I vow to nurture our partnership as we grow and change. And most importantly, I vow to honor and cherish you with my whole heart. Sasa, tú eres mi mejor amigo. Tú eres mi amante y eres mi compañero de vida. Prometo amarte siempre por todo lo que eres por el resto de mi vida. Te amo, nena.
All right. Thank you both for trusting us with those words, for that bravery that it takes to say all those things. Let's move on to the declaration. Sasa, Nadine, Rivera, you take your beloved Aaron to be lawfully wedded spouse.
You
do. Aaron Elizabeth Harding Smith, you take Sasa, your beloved. I do. To be your lawfully wedded spouse. Can we please have the rings? All right, Sasa, please offer your ring to Aaron and repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed.
I do what?
Aaron, please repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed. It is my very great honor and privilege, by the power vested in me by the state of Illinois and the Universal Life Church, to declare you married. Please seal your union with a kiss.
Look around.
So thank you. I had to close, so they went with each other, and then I heard all about it. And I was just like, okay, bet we're gonna go on payday. I went. It's right in the Cardinal Plaza with Kroger.
Oh yeah. So the workout that Planet Fitness, right?
Yeah.
So the homie was like,
It is.
Let me get my angles. Do I need to touch it?
No.
Sasa, when we first met, I was so nervous to interview you because hearing you speak and watching you work, I knew you were a powerhouse and I felt like I was going to the Tic Tac lunch with Rue. When we got on Teams, and it's not like I was expecting you to be rude, but when we talked, you were so kind and informative, and in that moment, I knew you were someone I wanted to be in my life. In our brief virtual meeting, you taught me so much, and nothing has changed. I learn from your wisdom every single day. And whether it's about advocacy, communication strategy, or taking care of cats and chickens. Most importantly, though, you have taught me about community and what it means to be a friend and a family member. Through your actions. You are truly a sibling to me. No shade to Bridget. We're not encroaching on your territory. We love you. But the way you have shown up for me, checked in on me, and loved me, you have been an anchor in my life, and you brighten my life, and I love having you in my family. My favorite thing is when I can harass you and we can go to lunch or Days or Carmichael's and I don't tell Jared about it.
Hey.
Just kidding. I haven't bought a book since last year.
Exactly.
Gotta let
3
me-
days
I
ago.
was about to say last night.
Yeah, but then that went out the window because I bought a book yesterday. So, also, I'm not that much of a spiritual person. When I hear the term twin flame, I think of you, even though I don't really know what that means. And if that was not enough, you introduced me to your amazing partner, Aaron, who is also now another sibling to me. Aaron, your entire energy is a bright light. When we met, I just fell in love, as I'm sure Sasa did. You were so kind and relatable, and Sasa still will sometimes condescendingly say your best friend when referring to you. You also teach me so much. Somehow you're an expert in almost everything, and always manage to share valuable knowledge and with such style. Can we just talk for a minute how you stay in a sickening outfit?
Hey.
We can always talk watches and accessories, and I'm trying to be like you. But seriously though, Sasa and you both have shown up for me and loved me in a way I've never known from friends and family. And you know I drink cheap wine, if you can barely even call it that, and you still entertain my barefoot Moscato drinking ass.
I do.
Also, and this is so random, when I see you and you give me the best and most embracing hug, that always makes my day so much better. You're both absolutely amazing people as individuals. It brings me so much joy to know the two of you have each other and will be together forever. I'm so proud to be a part of this celebration of your love and commitment to each other. Your relationship is an example and is a beacon of hope. This is queer joy lived out in a way our ancestors would be thrilled to see. You are showing what it means to be in love, queer or not, and I'll reemphasize, you both show what it means to be in community and value each other. I genuinely love both of you so much, and I'm grateful to be able to witness this day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're right now. See, I told you it was a good idea.
Bill number 2.
No, Bridget, I have to
I think so.
like the fork, and then if the fork is like, you might as well, you know.
I don't know.
Hold it up. Let us see.
Are you going to, you know,